Today, we're tackling a big one, a new EU regulation that's about to completely change the game for packaging.
So, does your packaging meet the new EU standards? If you do business in Europe, you're definitely going to want to stick around. We're talking about the new Packaging and Packaging Waste Regulation, or as you'll hear it called, the PPWR. The PPWR creates one single set of rules for the entire life cycle of packaging. The big goal here? A truly sustainable, circular economy for all of Europe. So why the big change? What problem are they trying to fix? Let's take a look. Okay, get this. In the EU, packaging just eats up a huge amount of brand new materials. We're talking 40% of all plastic and a whopping 50%, that's half, of all paper used. It creates a mountain of waste. In fact, packaging makes up more than a third of all the trash that cities and towns have to deal with. So the whole point of the PPWR is to turn this ship around. It's all about tackling this waste head-on, boosting recycling, and creating one clear set of rules for everybody in the market. All right, so how does it actually work? We're talking about restricting certain chemicals, getting rid of all that pointless empty space in shipping boxes, and even requiring new plastic packaging to contain a certain amount of recycled material. They're bringing in a mandatory grading system. By 2030, all your packaging has to get a recyclability grade of A, B, or C. If it doesn't hit at least a grade C, it's considered non-recyclable and it's banned. Yep, banned from the market. Okay, let's zoom in on something you might not even think about, but it is so important for compliance. We're talking about adhesives. So, adhesives play this huge role in what the regulation calls design for recycling. Why? Because the right adhesive means a package gets recycled cleanly, but the wrong one? It can mess up an entire batch of recyclables, basically turning good material into junk. So here's the bottom line. The regulation demands adhesives that come off easily during recycling. Think about washable glues that don't leave any sticky gunk behind. And for specific things like tea bags or those little stickers on your fruits and veggies, everything, including the adhesive, has to be compostable. And this is all coming with some pretty tight deadlines. So let's look at the timeline and see exactly when all these changes are going to happen. Okay, so things officially kick off in 2026. Then by 2028, you'll start seeing new, consistent labels to help everyone sort the recycling properly. But the real date to circle on your calendar is 2030. That's when those recyclability grades and the recycled content rules really take effect. Look, at the end of the day, the PPWR is a huge shift in how Europe thinks about packaging. Getting a handle on these rules right now is absolutely essential if you want your products to stay on the market and not just comply, but actually succeed in this new circular economy. So it leaves you with one big question. Is your supply chain ready?